Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of IntroTheGame. Today we're gonna take a look at a game called Dota 2 by Valve. Dota 2 is currently in beta, but you can sign up for a beta key on the Dota 2 website or wait till the end of the video where I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna get away 2 Dota 2 invites. Dota 2 is a MOBA game, and it's a sequel to Dota, a mod for Warcraft. Many iterations of the original Dota have been made, like Heroes of New Earth or League of Legends, just to name a few. But before we talk more about the game, let's check out the settings. For video settings, we have a good amount. You can change the level details of a lot of things in the game, and you decide whether or not you want the anti-aliasing filters, and a couple more things. There's currently a bug in the windowed full screen mode that makes my game run at 120 frames per second instead of 60, which is not too good because it just strains more my video cards, and it doesn't improve anything because I have a 60Hz monitor. Anyways, the game is still in beta, so this bug will probably get fixed, and I heard that you can actually fix it via a console command. For audio settings, we have quite a bit. This game has in-game voice over IP, and there is a lot of voice acting on the characters, so it kinda needs all these options. And of course, we have fully reboundable controls. This is incredibly important for this kind of games because I had to rebound some keys to be able to play it decently. Anyways, let's now jump into the game. The game plays just like the original Dota and Han. If you're familiar with those games, then you will have no problems playing this one. You have an isometric view of your character, and you can move the camera anywhere you want in the map. Each player has one hero for each game, and he will have to level him up, put points in skill, gain gold, buy items, and try to destroy the enemy base. Each game can last anywhere from 20 minutes to over an hour, depending on how balanced the two teams are. This kind of game is not exactly noob friendly. If you're new to the MOBA genre, it will take some time before you learn how to play decently. It took me around 10 matches and a lot of key rebindings to get used to the game. And I do play a lot of League of Legends, but that game plays a lot differently from this one. For the heroes in the game, there is a big variety. There are 3 main hero types that are Strength, Agility, and Intelligence, and those will determine what kind of abilities and stats your character will get over time. Also, there are over 120 items that you can buy for your hero. I would recommend just getting the recommended items at first if you don't know what the items do, because it's very hard to learn every single item in the game, so just following the recommended build is a lot easier at the beginning. Items will give stats to your hero, like Strength, Agility, Intelligence, or even Attack, Lifesteal, Armor, and things like that. On top of that, some items also have abilities for your hero, and those will be passive and actives. Having better items than your enemy is usually what will determine who wins the game. To buy items, you will have to gain a lot of gold, and you do that by last-hitting mobs, killing enemy players, destroying enemy structures, and on top of that you gain 1 gold every second. When it comes to abilities, most heroes have 4 abilities, and one is the ultimate, which is the strongest of them all. But you can only learn the ultimate after you reach level 6 and upgrade it at level 11 and 16. Learning how to use the abilities of your hero is extremely important, so for new players I would recommend just using one hero a lot and learning how to use that one before trying random ones. Since the most popular MOBA game right now is League of Legends, I will make some comparison between the two games. Even if the two games look very similar to someone who doesn't play them, they're actually quite different. For example, let's start with the heroes. In League of Legends, I feel like it's a bit easier to tell what a hero is supposed to do, because if you just look at the graph, it will tell you his strengths and weaknesses. In Dota 2, yes, you have the 3 categories, but I find it hard to determine how I should play my hero. For abilities, in Dota 2 there are a lot more passive abilities and a lot less skill shots, but when it comes to items, in Dota 2 there are a lot more items with active abilities. Also, it's nice to be able to buy without having to go back to the base. You can do this in Dota via the shops around the map or using the courier, which is a pet that one can buy for its whole team. The buffs that you can get around the map in LoL are given by killing a neutral creep, and in Dota are picked up on the river. And denying creeps, towers, hero kills is something you cannot do in League of Legends. In LoL, you can teleport back to the base at any time by pressing B, while in Dota 2, to teleport around the map you have to buy a scroll of teleport. Tower damage is a lot different because in LoL towers do a lot more damage. The base and the jungle layouts are different. Hiding in the bushes is different than hiding behind trees. Runes masters in LoL, and a lot more differences. but I cannot say every single one of them because it would take too long and I don't know enough about Dota 2 to know all of them. So, what do I like and dislike about this game? I actually really enjoy this type of genre, and it's probably the one I'm sinking most of my time in right now. What I like is having 4 friends, getting them on Skype or TeamSpeak, and play a few games every day. But this game does have a steep learning curve. It will take you a few hours to learn to play decently, and hundreds of hours to play competitively. Not everyone has that amount of time, so only a very small percentage of people are able to play at that skill level. Other things I like is the art style. The dark look is a very nice change from the usual cartoony look of League of Legends. And other things that I dislike is probably the biggest one, the community. If my friends aren't around and I want to play a game with random people, you will almost always find trolls or people that just insult everyone. Another thing I don't really like is how the last hitting works in this game. It's a lot harder than LoL because here you do less damage, and also since there is denying in the game, enemy players, if they're a lot better than you, they will just keep on denying your creeps and you will not gain as much experience and you will not gain gold. And I do understand that many people like this because you have to be more skillful to play well, but I find it unfair when I'm using a melee characters and the enemy as ranged characters. They just attack me from far or deny all my creeps. And just the idea of attacking your own allies, it just feels a bit wrong. As a final thought, I have to say that this game is not for everyone. I feel like I enjoy LoL a lot more, but that's probably because I've played over 600 games and I got decent at it. But if you think you will like this kind of game, you should definitely give it a try. It will be free to play when it comes out, so it won't hurt too much. And now, as I said before, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna give away 2 invites for Dota 2. All you need to do is be subscribed and leave a comment. Anyways, thanks for watching. My name is Gokalex, and I will see you soon on the next episode of Intro the Game.